Still in Chapter 6, Solving and Graphing Inequalities. We're in Section 6 now, Chapter 6, Mean, Median, and Mode. So our target is going to be to find the mean, median, and mode of a set of data. Okay, the mean, median, and mode are also known as measures of central tendency. So if we talk about the mean or average of n numbers is the sum of the numbers divided by n. Okay, so that's what the mean. The median. The median, we'll say, is the median of n numbers is the middle number when the numbers are written in order. If n is even, the median is taken to be the average of the two numbers in the middle. And last, we have the mode. So the mode of n numbers is the number that occurs the most frequently. A set of data can have more than one mode or no mode at all. So our class has a little way to remember this. It goes to the song of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And everybody's going to sing this for you on 3.
Mode, 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 the most average is the mean. Median, 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 the number in between.
There we go. Okay, in our first example, we have a data set, 15, 10, 17, 23, 19, 15, 22, 16, 45, 20, 13, 12, 17, and 15. So those are all the numbers in our data set. So to find our mean, here's what we have to do. So the first thing that we would want to do is take all of our numbers that we have and add those together. So we're going to add all of those numbers together, and we're going to put that over 14, which is how many numbers we have in our data set. So we put our 14 down here. Then if we take all those numbers on top and add those together, we get 259. We bring over our 14, and that would be our average, 259 over 14. To put that in decimal form, we take 259 and divide it by 14, and we get 18.5. Okay, so then the next thing, to find our median. Median, according to our rhyme down there, was the middle number. So the first thing we have to do, we have our data set to start out with. So we have our data set here. That's just our raw data. And the next thing we have to do is reorder all of that data from least to greatest. So then if we do that, if we take our data and reorder it, we're going to get 10, 12, 13, 15, 15, 15, 16, 17, 17, 19, 20, 22, 23, and 45. Okay, so what we do then is we look for the middle number. Since there's 14 different numbers in our data set, that tells us that since it's an even number, we're going to have 2 different numbers. Okay. So then we take those 2 numbers. I'm going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means I'm going to use these 2 numbers right here, 16 and 17. And then that tells us our median or our middle number is going to be an average of those 2. So I'm going to take 16 plus 17 divided by 2, which is going to give me 16.5. And that would be our median then. So that happens when we have an even number of numbers in our data set. Okay? Let me rearrange things real quick. I'm going to move our mean off and get rid of that. And I'm going to move our median off. And I'm going to bring up our mode. Okay? So finding the mode, we use the data from finding the median. And in other words, we arranged all that data in order. And then we want to find the number that occurs the most often. So if I look here, I only have 10 occurring once, 12 occurring once, 13 occurring once. I do have 15 occurring 3 times. I have 17 occurring twice, and then all the rest of the numbers occur once. So if I look, what occurs the most times is the number 15. So if I say, what is the mode of this data set, we would say 15 is the mode. Okay, we do have one more example. I want you guys to work that out on your own. And as you're working it out, pause for a second. First thing I want you to find is the median. So go ahead and do that. And if you find the median, you should come up with 67 as your median. That would be what it would look like if it was worked out. Or the mean. I'm sorry, not median. I kept saying median. It is the mean. Median. If you work that out, again, our middle numbers, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that means I got to pick the middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There would be my middle number. So 60 would be the median. And then the last thing, if we picked our mode, what number occurs the most? And I think again, 60 occurs twice, and I think that's the only number. Oh, we have 89 that occurs twice as well. And, oh, 60 occurs 3 times. I only got it once here. So we got 3 times. So 60 would be my median. And the last thing we need you to do is to tell me that you saw the ELF towards the end of the video. Make sure you write that down on the bottom of your paper, because we are going to look through that for that when we look at notes tomorrow. So make sure that you tell your teacher that you saw the ELF.